A tool that runs for 30 seconds and says, nothing looks broken. 2 calls fix that, 1 more lets the person stop it, and by the end you'll know which of them the spec has already deprecated. Learn MCP on the NBX STUDIO. On the server side, there are exactly 2 calls worth knowing, and they do different jobs. ctx.info sends a log line, a human sentence about what's happening right now. Searching Wikipedia, for instance. ctx.reportProgress sends a number instead. How far through? Out of how much? 30 out of 100. As the work moves on, you send more of both, writing report and 80%. Neither call changes what the tool returns, because they're side channels that travel while the tool is still running, which is exactly why they're useful. On the client side, you'll write 2 callbacks, and where each one's registered is the detail people get wrong. The logging callback goes on the session because log messages can arrive from anything the server's doing, not just the tool you happen to be waiting on. The progress callback goes on the individual call tool, because progress belongs to one specific piece of work, 30% of what otherwise? Register them both, and your interface can show a spinner with real text and a bar with a real number, instead of a frozen window and a user reaching for the close button. Progress solves half the problem. Here's the other half, and the spec lists it as a core utility alongside progress: cancellation. If a request can run for 30 seconds, the person watching needs a way to stop it. Otherwise, your only honest option is making them wait for something they no longer want. When the client cancels, your tool's async task is canceled underneath you, so the shape that saves you is an ordinary try, and finally, clean up whatever you opened, then let the cancellation propagate. Swallowing it is the mistake. Catch and ignore, and you've built a tool nobody can stop. And if the work is genuinely long, minutes rather than seconds, that's what the task's extension is for. It hands back a durable handle you pull, instead of holding a request open and hoping. One caveat, and it splits this chapter in 2. Progress reporting is current, healthy, and listed in the spec as a core utility. Report progress is not going anywhere. The logging half is deprecated, in the same 2026 revision as sampling and routes. If you're on STUDIO, the guidance is to write to standard error instead, which the client already captures. And for anything you'd actually operate in production, use OpenTelemetry, which is built for exactly this and gives you traces rather than loose strings. So keep report progress and treat ctx.info as something you'll meet in existing code rather than something to build on. 3 lines. The server sends ctx.info for words and report progress for numbers. The logging callbacks registered on the session, and the progress callbacks registered on the individual call. Next chapter's got a trap in it. 2 flags that quietly switch this entire feature off.